right, I'm out here installing my Perky's inverter for Lily. I had to remove this. That's right there. It's just four bolts. Another 4 bolts. These 4. Reason why I got this on, because the sun is beaming and it's hot. It's 9 o'clock in the morning too. But yeah, once you remove them 4 bolts, this comes off. Set that to the side. For you people that's not mechanically sound, you can always make sure you put your bolts exactly back so nothing won't get mixed up. And then this whole side skirt, I'm gonna remove them and I'm gonna remove the skirt. All right, so I took those 4 bolts off. This whole thing comes apart. You just pull up, and then out. So now I got access to the battery to install my Perky's inverter. You got all the fixings. It's 2 boxes. That's the protectors for your wires. Your red, your black, the fuse link, so the truck won't catch fire if it trips. All right, the person that had this installed before, they already had an inverter in here, and as you can tell, they got 1 red wire going up and 1 black wire going up. They already put the holes in there for me. All right, this is where the red, can't tell if that's the red. Yeah, that's the red. And this is the black wire. This is the black wire. This is the red wire. They just electric taped it off. But yeah, that's the red. This is the black. So my job is pretty easy. All I got to do is go in there, take these off, remove and replace, put my holes in here, and this is where my inverter is going to connect to the truck. All right, going deeper into the box, this is your plate where your red and your black wire is going to feed through. This is the ground wire. You connect that to the chassis or anything metal at the bottom and feed it through those 2 holes. So, and this is again your red and your black harness, and this is the bottom plate, screws, and your fuse link. Make sure you put that on the red terminal on the battery, so if it trips or anything, the truck won't burn up. Again, these are your black little things, protectors. Over here we got the controller. This is tell you if you got how much power you got that's draining from your battery. It'll let you know. It's a little switch that you connect. It's the Velcro pieces and the screws whenever you figure out a place where to put it at. All right, let's get started. All right, I already somewhat ran my ground, my red and my black wire through those holes. This is pretty simple. You just match the negative with the negative, the red with the red, the positive with the positive, and figure out a place to mount it. I'm not gonna mount it yet, but that's where it's gonna be. So I'm gonna connect this. All right, I got the new wires going through. I don't know if y'all can see that, but these are the new wires. These are the old wires that I gotta disconnect, but I'm not gonna disconnect them yet because I wanna put them exactly where they got the old ones at. I'm an impact wrench, and I need to, first of all, find the screw. All right, this screw needs to go inside this ground wire, and we're gonna try to hook this up to a cross member, something metal, anything metal. So that's why I got my impact wrench, so I'm gonna do that real quick. All right, my ground is connected to the cross member and it's going inside the truck. So now I have to do is just hop back inside the truck and connect my positive, my negative, and then my ground. All right, you can see the ground coming through the trucks and the negative and the positive cable, and it's all connected. I got my ground connected, I got my negative and my positive connected to the inverter. But before I secure this down to the frame of the truck and the plate to the frame of the truck, you're gonna need to put these clips on. These are protectors, so they can protect the ends of the connections. No dust, no dirt, all that other stuff. As you can see, I got my protective clips on the edge of the terminals. So now it's time to bolt that plate down and bolt this down to the frame. All right, I got that bolted down. That bolted down. And we good to go to the battery and connect everything to the battery. Before I do that, I forgot. I bought these cable protectors. All they do is protect the black and red wire from any chafing, burning, pinch points, anything like that. So I'm gonna add these to this and zip tie the end. I'm ready to go. But yeah, I got the plastic protectors on my red and my white. My black. Those the old ones. Now I'm gonna remove the old ones, replace the new ones, hook them up to the battery. All right, I hooked up the insulated fuse to the red terminal before I put that on. As y'all can see, I already added my red terminal and the fuse link, my new black terminal. So all I gotta do is take out the old wires. I gotta cut all those yellow, all these yellow, I forgot what those damn things called. All those yellow zip ties. My mind gone. Been out here too long. But I gotta cut all those yellow zip ties and then add mine. Zip ties are cut. Old black and red wire is gone. All I gotta do is connect mine with my own zip ties. Alright, as y'all can see, I got my new ones hooked up, all zip tied through and through. One inside the trailer. So we good to go. Now it's time to get inside and test and see if I did everything right. For my test, this is a Black & Decker drill. It's not too strong, but it's strong enough to where if I plug it up into this 6-watt box that's plugged up directly into my truck, it shouldn't start because I don't have no power. I can plug up a fan, but this is what I usually use this for before I put in this inverter. Plug this up for my fan, but I'm gonna use this. And as you can see, as soon as I press the button, it don't work. This goes red. It's not strong enough to feed this, so I'm gonna plug this into my inverter and see if it powers. All right, I got that plugged up. Let's test the remote. The remote is working. All I gotta do is find a place to put this, probably right here, so I can see from when I'm driving. And that's plugged up. Let's test the drill. Got power. So I officially did it. You don't have to pay a dealership. They're gonna charge you labor $500, probably more than that, just to put this in here. And I did it by myself. I'm not a mechanic neither. It's just common sense. All right, I'm mounting my inverter right there just so when I'm watching TV, I can clearly see from the bump that how much power I have. So, fridge gonna be right here, microwave gonna be at the top. But yeah, that's it. All I gotta do is get out and go reattach my side skirt. That's 4 bolts, easy.